get everything together. YouTube almost at 50. I got a little bit until 50.
Yeah, I made money.
And I got Buku people. I got one of my clients. He be hosting the car movies. He be hosting like a big old truck and stuff like that. Going to like little meets. My car gonna be like one of them cars that's not bad, but just customized. Like just look good, customized. Like kind of be doing like some old school shit and stuff like that. Yeah.
AJ store?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about getting a camera too. I've been looking at something. I think I want to look fine.
How much it cost?
Mine is, when I was looking at it, it's like
$2,000?
no, it was like $1,000. It was like $1,000, like 1,200.
I send you a link for something that's like, it's cheap, but it works.
Yeah.
Like, control it from your phone type shit.
I wanted something that's kind of hooked to the cars for like the lights inside. I wanted, because I wanted to, whenever you have it hooked to the car, like it acts on its own. Like you don't have to go in. I feel like it's more fun to malfunctioning whenever you got something that's hooked to your phone or you control it with a remote. But whenever you have something that's like wired to the car, your car is the power. Like the car is the generator.
That's how my microphone was. Because it's connected to the battery. But on my Camaro, I had lights on the inside that used to change colors depending on the song that was playing. But yeah. Had to show. Huh? Oh, no, I sold it. I fucked with it, but I'm a big dude, bro. Them shits, they small on the inside. I had to get them out of there. That's why I got the charger.
I think my next car I'm going to get Audi S5 or a G8.
What you got right now?
Might make it like
My homeboy, he got a 2SS. And that shit wrapped like a maroon, like a matte maroon color. 2016, and it's they got like the skirts and the rims and everything. They black. Bro, his shit is crazy. Like I don't know what he did to it with the manifolds and everything else, but like he like I don't know. I gotta ask him. He's selling it right now. Hold on, let me see. I think he's selling it on Facebook Marketplace. I can probably find it. That bitch crazy. Like whenever he crank it up, like his shit, like it's loud, but once it settles down, his shit like surging. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, that shit sounds crazy. Yeah, here it is right here. First one. That's what I'm saying. That damn hard.
get started. One red.
Hey, bro, buy my boy a car, bro.
I seen that.
Yeah, that's my
That's from
homeboy.
picking you.
Yeah, that's my boy. Let's go buy that.
How much you want for it?
21.
That's not a lot at all. Probably decent. Gotta be decent amount. Yeah. You're not gonna get no good deals in the trading. I mean, if they're trading all the miles that he done did to it. Nah, with it being at 120 miles, that's probably why he's selling it on what you call it. Yeah. 120K miles is a lot. Especially when you're trading the car in. Anything over like 100,000 miles, be like, where it don't be too hot for like traders and stuff like that. Where's my?
I'm sure he's got one of the cars that I'm going to and I think didn't he discontinue the Camaros?
I don't think so. I think it's Camaros and the only thing that stopped was the Chargers and Challengers. I don't know. I think he won't get a good deal at all trying to chase the car in. This right here, this over here. Probably going to use these. Because they be doing like $5 Tuesdays and stuff like that. Like that stuff to hurt you. Even though you think it like getting back to the community, but it's probably not hurting. It depends on like what type of life you want to live. If you want a simple life, then that's really not gonna hurt you. But like if you're trying to like grow, maybe get your own business out in the future, or start taking trips or get new cars or something like that, then that's when it's gonna hurt you. So what? You want like $5, they're charging $20 for a haircut. to make like $200, you probably gotta cut like 15 people. It's a lot of people just to make $200. 15 people is almost, again, it's like $9 to cut hair. Just straight standing up. You want to make $500, you're probably gonna have to cut like 20 something people. That's a whole day's worth of cutting hair. You stand up for $500. I ain't gonna say just for $500, but you can make it faster if you charge a little bit more. But if you use the area doesn't allow you to charge a lot. When I was down there, I was at $33. I mean, I was like one of the high-end barbers. I think still ain't really the prices up to like 40 or something like that. Not too long ago. But he only do it. He don't do that for everybody. That's the thing about it. He cut a lot of old people. And he don't do that for old people. Old people only get like $15 for the haircut, which is crazy.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's great.
It's all like, the only thing is, passenger side was perfect. The only thing, driver side was.
Yeah, I don't like how far out it is. And I just
a little bit too far out, and then you gotta like push it back a little bit more. It's hanging off the front, and it's in the back. It's not far back. So that's all you gotta do. And then the gap, all you gotta do is push that one a little bit closer, the little crack. Because it's like, I noticed that it's not all one big piece, it's two pieces.
yeah, that's the you gotta move with it, man. That was wrong. At the end of the day, if you was a barber, who gonna help your family when it's time to put food on the table, when it's time to pay bills? And maybe your wife want a new house or a new car, or maybe her car went down, and now you don't have enough money to get the car. And you are staying loyal to this dude and really not making buku money. You just making enough just to make it. But right now, I would say dude is gonna have his own. I wouldn't say he don't have a lot of responsibilities right now, like his own house, or maybe he do have his own house. That's crazy. I thought he still living with his people. I can see the other dude. I think he got married.
I don't know if they're married, but I think that's
Seems like a sweet girl. I think that you should listen to. If you want to, I don't even make a lot of money. My build all the way made for tools, man. I feel like they got too many overpowered builds.
Beat the sleep. Got 7 fold.
They got the numbers. They got the second
They need 2.
I was jumping in the space station.
How many 7 folds that I knocked out of bounds just when they bring my shit? What the hell? You cannot stop this shit out there. They had a patch this morning, they still haven't changed it. I'm like, dude. I go to 3 sport orders, 3 7 folds, I know I'm good. Like, I don't even do it. It's 1 shot or something. I played 2 7 folds in the 3s, and I played 5 in the ring.
But we is guilty for real, like, we got paid for it. I already knew we were gonna pay for it. So I had to invite him because he was like, hey, bring a little bar rock. And you know, I was like, man, he young, this was like last year, no. Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, I had just got into the shop. And I was like, man, it's a good way for me to get his name out here. And then he was actually looking for, this is when nobody else was looking for me to shop for him. And yeah, went to the thing, and I was cutting hair with him. And the first thing I had asked him, like I was trying to, because my plan was to get him to come here and be with the uncle. He was looking for people. Like he young, he somebody, because the shop owner be looking for young people. You know, like you can't keep the old dog, new people, you want a lot of young people in here. And I had asked him, I said, how much, the thing is, we got a close friend that know both of us, that went to school with both of us. So I know about what he was doing and stuff like that. I know how much he charged and stuff. And the first thing I asked him last year, this is when he was in school. I asked him how much he charged. He told me $50. Now, hey, there's no way he charged $50 if he was just trying to cut hair. And then I had a DMV Pro bag. The DMV Pro bag cost like $400. I said, no. He just said this out the blue. He was like, oh, man, I had one of them, but my DMV Pro bag got stolen at school. And then somebody named Grant came to me, like, man, he never had a DMV Pro bag. So a lot of stuff like that, I was like, man, like so I don't know what the cause was that why he was like lying about like little stuff like that. So I was like, man, I ain't even gonna tell him about the guy. So that's why I didn't like invite him to come. Devontae. And he was, I guess he, I don't know, and then what happened was like at the end of the event too. So we got $200 for cutting like 4 people. That's like your work $200. We got like 200. My girl Auntie paid for it. I had to give him my money. So he was about to go home with $400 because it was free money basically. And I was already set. I'm already good with my clientele and stuff like that. So what happened was like we had like at least like 2 more people to cut, but he was saying he about to go and do a cut like after hours, but it felt like he just wanted to like go home. But I wanted to kind of like how the other people do up there, like they have the opportunity to cut hair, but they just choose to go home and be at home and comfort at home on some stuff. So he had chose to do that, and I don't know if it was I wasn't feeling it, I ain't gonna lie. And then I started asking like, who you going to, who you watch barbers, you can watch any other barbers or anything like that. He taught himself and stuff, which is crazy. If anybody teaching himself from barbering, nobody's really self-taught. Nobody in this world is self-taught. You always learn from somebody else. You always get another idea from somebody else. You know, you don't want people in the barbers or nothing like that. I started asking them certain people, you know, like if you're a basketball fan, you should know who LeBron James is, or Kobe Bryant is. He didn't know none of these people, but that tells me that he doesn't go home, he doesn't study, he doesn't like research this stuff. Like if he wants them to take it for real. Not saying, I don't know if he takes it for real or not, but that's I don't know. It just wasn't like the same vision that I would see from somebody like him. Like he knew all these people, he could do stuff like that. So I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. So I was just like, didn't give him the opportunity. He probably would have just stayed at the barber shop. You know, I put some credit stuff shop too before that trip.
I already told me that.
I had went in there, I had asked him to go over there because I was looking for a place. And he was like, I asked him if they had any spots, and it's just him in there. Like him cut the lawn, his wife was in there too. And he told me no. He told me no, I don't have no more spots. And I never done nothing wrong with him. I never like acknowledged him when he was like, because they used to have a bad problem with like, they was mainly like talking about me because I guess I was the youngest one coming. Oh, enhancement spray paint, I'm not spraying. And now they all use enhancement. It's crazy. He was like, nah, we don't have no more spots. And then his wife, before I had left his wife, pulled him to the side and like whispered to him, like talking to him, I guess, like we need him, it would be nice to have, I guess, a boyfriend or some extra money or whatever the case may be. whatever she whispered to him, and he walked back up to me, he was like, you know what, just hit me up and who doing all this stuff. And I was like, man, like he just told me that he didn't have no more spots, and now his wife didn't talk to him, and now he wanted me to come here. Like she was like, hey, like leave whatever you have against this man, like leave it in the past, like we need him here, like it was good for us to have him. And when I like you never go somewhere that you're not going to, and so I was like, man, I'm not coming, and that's when I got into the trip. I was really supposed to be up enough, but I didn't like it. So. It's gonna be cool without cool, I guess. And they have a little bubble beats and for now we have bubble beats for everybody. But it's been him and the other Quick. Him and Quick is probably the most chillest picking on bubble other than Marley Marl. Marley Marl's the chillest dude. Yeah, like Marley Marl don't have nothing against nobody. He's just making his money and like he's not even really caring about cutting out. Like I know he stopped cutting out. Most of stuff. That's his name? Yeah. He just chill. He don't care about like he's not. Yeah. And the next one is Quick was pretty chill on everything. I just speak to Quick in public. Quick is everything. I put Quick a barber, a tattoo, a rapper, everything. We're gonna be in church with the drum. Jack of all trades. Man, I ain't gonna lie for now. Picked up stuff from him. They all like the hatred and everything. And he got to other people or whatever, jealousy, whatever it is. And they were picking up on it. And that's what made me like we was cool, we was in the same class and everything. Now when I see him, I don't even want to like talk to him.
That's that tall light skin dude.
Yeah. I don't even want to like talk to him no more.
I thought he was playing basketball.
He's trying to play basketball, but it's not really gonna work out too much in his favor. He's like 5 years out of high school, man. 6 years out of high school, something like that. Something crazy like that. I think he's going back to school. He don't really take barber for real. Uncle just so happened to own a shop or own a little small place. So he's like, hey, why not? That's how he kind of looked at it. He's like, oh, I'm passionate about it. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do all these great things. It's kind of like, I'm doing it just to do it. Because this is what's it.
Finally got the extra.
Huh?
Finally got the extra.
You serious? Yes. Yeah, like the whole, I was like in the car dealership, man, like, would they be having like stuff like, I didn't say like how we be having, but like I was asking like, how do y'all like deal with like people trying to like, ask like, be envious or what you call me, like, man, we all grown men, we all do our job and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a female type stuff. Like we just do our own little things, we make our money and we just work. I feel like some people may not like other people, but like it's nothing that's like anything serious. This is in particular people, I guess. I don't know.
It's like down there every career.
Yeah, I
Look at tattoo artists. This shit terrible.
Instead of being like Call of Duty, having maybe 2 idiots on the team games, it's 6 of them. It's 6 of them, and y'all don't agree on the same stuff. Now y'all losing. And that may be the 6. Instead of 3 minds, it's like 6 of them. Or instead of 1 mind, it's 6 minds. Some people may have the right vision, some people may not. But now y'all all got to put all y'all 6 minds and make it into basically 1. And that'd be the problem like a shot. Some of these quarterbacks are really good. Some of them don't have robust design to run games, and it needs to be elements. They were in the pocket, they just got in. It happens, it's football. Sometimes I'm good offensive line, I mean, that's really improving in that regard. I just think it's actually the area you're thinking for some quarterbacks in specific situations, but I wouldn't think to run the pressure for all these quarterbacks. No matter how good you are, your teammates not good, that's the only game like really. I thought it usually they'd be able to outplay somebody, get around somebody, win a game or something like that, so 1-3. When they're more rivals, really, and one person not doing their job, or 2 people not doing their job, they have a game with sabotage. It's crazy, Marvel rivals is like that. Taco Bell was terrible, man. Taco Bell was terrible. I remember one time, that's why I never eat Taco Bell. One time I was at Taco Bell, I was mad at them. I'm talking about like, they got this old, I'm like 19 years old. I'm 19 years old, I'm a manager of everybody. They got a dude, I'm on the back line, the line by the window. All I hear is, like all in the back. And then I look over to the side, they got a dude. He's like one of those dudes that's kind of like he was like on the streets before he came and got his job. He back there sticking his hand down the throat trying to go home. Like he's making himself throw up by the trash can with his glove, with one of his work gloves on. And I'm like, man, like I'm trying to tell you that you fast food, you down bad, man, they be doing some crazy stuff at fast food job. And then my father, he was working at, my father, he was a school work buddy. He had went and got a job, he was at Taco Bell, and then he got a job at, the Hardy. You see him? He said they ground up the same meat from the previous day at Hardy, and they use it all over again. That's insanity. That's why I don't eat no fast food or nothing like that. Fast food just grosses me out. The only thing I eat is fire. If I stop somewhere, I don't even eat fast food no more, but I'll stop somewhere out here.
I think I'm about to get some of that what's this shit called? Fiery crab?
Yeah. I'm struggling with 2 cats. I don't know if it's like McDonald's or something like that. I remember when the pizza, like the one time when I went in there, I'm about to order a pizza. And I I seen like the countertop to make the pieces. And, like I'm talking about like dirty pizza everywhere, sauce all on the rails. They sliding your piece on. I'm talking about sauce everywhere, cheese everywhere, all different types of meats. Like they never like when I worked at the pizza place, you were supposed to clean all that. Like every 15 minutes you clean, you just wipe all that stuff. I'll do it like after every pizza, I'll wipe all the stuff and everything. I'm talking about all on the thing. They had sauce, pizza, everything. It was disgusting. And I walked straight up out of there. And I was like, man, like I'm never eating it again. I walked in the Wendy's one time. Wendy's disgusted me the most. I walked in the Wendy's. Now we have like experiences like I was at no. Let me tell you about this. Like the Wendy's drive-thru, they be having a lot of like I guess the people friends and stuff like that. Wendy's never cool like they area like talking about. One time I walked in Wendy's, a dude was fixing fries. My fries, I heard fry thing. Something had failed. He had a trash can right next to him. That boy picked the thing up from off the ground with his work gloves on while he was fixing fries. Picked this stuff up off the ground, put it in the trash that was right next to him, and then he was about to do it, and then he made eye contact with me. And then he took his gloves off. If I wasn't looking at him, or if he would have made eye contact with me, he would have still like fixed my stuff.
When I went that slide again, I was pushing off the ground. I was cleaning my blood.
Yeah, and then
Every time I mess with like one week, 2 weeks, I was cleaning my blood.
I gotta have some crazy stuff happen in fast food. All right, let's put my food in my house.
You know what I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with the names. We order it online now. Oh yeah. Pay attention.
Then I be feeling all that like, energy from the people to like transfer to me. I don't know. Might just be me, bro.
Barber's gonna take the first one.
Barber clothes.
Yeah, it was supposed to come in Monday, but it was in a week.
You need to get one of those. How much those cost?
$40.
That's it.
You know, record and burn and see if you can make some extra money off it. That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, when you have to use it, like this, go ahead and record it.
Absolutely. He was the guy that the most pressure going this season for going through. And he said, one really good drive. I thought he played pretty darn well.
Demon Slayer movie that
I did. I wanted to really by myself.
That shit crazy, bro.
My best one was the Icons of Fight. I like the Icons of Fight.
Yeah, he went straight.
Whenever, what you call it? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know what. I was like, I had went back home and I seen like the ending part of it. Like he was like the dude up one was mad that the dude got killed.
Yeah,
And I was like, I seen it in the movies. I said, what happened? I said, did somebody like attack him or something like that? And then I went home and go watch out. Like, if he moving that fast, well, I don't know what happened. I was like, man, they about to, he about to go crazy. I was like, he about to. I seen the fan base and stuff, so it's kind of like it kind of ruined it for me. But I know they be having other things that happened in the movie that didn't happen in the fan thing. So that's the good part about it. I was like, man, that was just him getting mad and knocking out all of them.
Closed his sword. You didn't even see him draw the sword.
I was so I thought it was dude. I thought it was what's his face? The dude that's fighting him first, the child
Luigi.
Yeah, like man, they skipped the scene when he dropped down or something like that. He tried to attack him real quick.
Buddy was just pissed.
Yeah. That's crazy. They really give you like a straight up image of like, yeah. You know what the crazy part is? So everybody was talking about how the Akiza fight was better than, I mean I think it was like Dobby or something like that. The upper rank with two of them, him and his sister. They was like that fight was better than what you call it, but like it was like that strong. That fight was they was like stronger on some stuff, but people fail to realize the only reason why they lost against Akiza is from his own will, like giving up by himself, and he would have killed them if he was kept going. Yeah, that boy would have been like Musa. What's your name? That's the only reason why he lost. And it was the same case for upper one, from what I seen from the family and stuff. Yeah. That's how he remembered his past, but he still wanted to kill him. The only thing that stopped upper one was at the sword. He looked at his reflection in the sword. And he was like, dang, that's what I became? Yeah. And that give you like an image of like how strong, like they was the upper one and three were strong, and two. And then I seen they had a spin-off. No, it's a spin-off to Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's like aliens coming. They got to do pretty bad with the antagonist. He said he was saying that the super bad is crazy. That deal with 8 feet tall, that big ass bull horns coming out of his head. I fuck with you. I said you a lot.
I was getting like, dang, Demon Slayer really about to come to an end. Like, it's really about to be all over. Unless they make some type of spin-off, but I don't know. I hope they make a spin-off when they become like Hashiras and stuff like that. And that's the only thing that I can physically see. So, because that would be crazy if we don't see them as Hashiras.
Oh, we might.
Yeah, that's insane. Hopefully they make a new,
once they beat Muzan, there's no need for the Demon Slayer series.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, Tanjiro, because I seen that he turned into, what they call it? Hopefully they still get him. It's possessing, just going around here. Yeah. And they might make something to one like that or something like that. I still don't like the fact that they like trying to turn his sister back into a human though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh man.
That's smart. That's smart. That way you got time to stay in this field.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm sorry, I was texting so much. I said, I don't know what to do. I think I still got too much hair on my head. I don't know.
No, if you got it, I can cut some off if I need to, or do whatever we need to do, make it look good. We about to do everything to make it look good. to clean up all my tools and everything. And then just I think when you did have like the wave and stuff, you should cut it down like 3. You probably gonna start off for like, yeah, to make it, like the top is good, but probably need to cut down like 10, like that. Yeah. So, but that's the only good business. We gotta do. You still doing, got faded
I think I'm here.
mid-tape? Mid-fade on whatever? A mid fade don't have like a curve on the side. It's just like boom, boom. See how my line is? It's just boom and then boom instead of boom, boom and then boom. It's just boom, boom. That's what the mid fade has. Because a drop fade, for it to go with the curve right here, it gotta have hair like down there. That's a mid-taper. Mid-taper has like, a mid-taper is the same exact thing when it comes to, a mid-taper is the same exact thing as a low taper, but it's like faded up, it's faded, like a low taper will be like faded, it won't be faded like that, it's probably like right there at the top of the ear, but a mid-taper would, yeah, for a low, and then a high taper would, I mean a low taper, I mean a mid-taper is like this, and then a high taper, everything right here faded, and then it's just gonna be boom, boom. Yeah, that's a mid tape. That is perfect how you got it right now. So I couldn't do that in my car because I was sitting there in 5 minutes and it's getting hot. Now you went in, that's a 2024. So.
Well, mine is much bigger, but
2024 is like, well, cars like that not really too get a car, you just talk me into the sale. I want my home take off. Yeah, I put that on the mirror. I put the side things at the bottom, and then they also have. I put a new wing on there instead of like a smaller wing, and then today, I don't know if I'm gonna do today, but they got like a fun look. Like they look really good whenever they like customize and stuff like that. So that's my plan for it. It's gonna look real good when they lock it down.
The little one, I don't know, it's got an older version. I just think $6,000 on a pair when they call.
That's what I was saying. It's like a $6,000 or $5 probably 2 years worth of like just regular car payments on some stuff. So that's what I'm telling people all the time. Like yeah, instead of spending buku money into a car, because you know once that first problem happens, it's probably gonna be prone to more problems. Like once one problem happens, a couple months later, it's probably gonna start having other problems in different areas as well. So like to prevent all that, why not? And I seen a video. I always already thinking I see, but I seen a video that kind of confirmed like, hey, go get a new car. Like people be buying cars outright or just purchasing the whole entire car. And then now it's really like as soon as you drop off the lot with the car, it's less than it's worth $10,000 less. So let's say I put down $10K for the car, basically that $10K just went into like oblivion. And you know? Yeah. And then now you just getting something brand new. Pay like $200 a month for it, $300, $400, $500, which is to me that's not really
I pay up to $5 on the car. That's the most.
And then you're doing something new. It got low mileage, and then now you're not prone to like it breaking down, and that car will kind of last you a good 5 to 7 years, and you can just if you're a positive negative, you can just repeat the process and get a new 2024.
See, that's the problem I've been with mine. My car, I did the back on it because I worked at that point. I was way out here. Nothing else. Just around the work. I drive 100 miles a day. That's the worst. That's 23,000 miles a year. That's what I'm doing. I can't even tell you that. I can't do nothing with it. I'm fucking it.
I look for a car, I feel like that's a win-win. Building your credit at the same time, and you may not get, a low car payment or whatever, but if you got a car payment that's like not even 1/3 of what you make a month, then why not? Why not put yourself in something new, something that looks good, everything's working, and you straight? Like,
outside of your house, the only sacrifice is the most.
yeah.
Chance to live longer.
I'm definitely getting another. So I was carrying the car, I was thinking about children, and they didn't want me to take
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser cuts to 100% of soap's coming from, while Mr. Clean Extra Durable effortlessly tackles messes throughout your home.
And then the other car I got, the new car, it's a collector's item. So it's like it doesn't depreciate in value. So they stopped making it a max. Then I got a platinum edition.
Oh yeah, they don't make them no more?
Nope, they don't make them cars no more. Like when I drove that car trying to go get, because I went to another dealership to try to get, they were like, oh yeah, yep, they were trying to give me a change. They called it so bad, I was like, nah, I'm just sitting to get another car. They tried to put me in such a bad deal at that dealership.
Which one it was?
The one that it was in 50 but it was like the people up there, one of them had knew me. I don't know if it was him or if it was like his person is over. But I had got that the Nissan with no down payment, no training, and I had got my little $600 a month. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to do that same exact process. But this time, instead of not bringing no money or no anything, I got a whole physical car to trade in for my down payment or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So boom, I'm talking to the people, and he was like, yeah, man, we can make it work, we can get you in that car, no problem, you got to trade in, your credit good and stuff like that. And boom, I get that talking. So I'm not telling them, I make money from this, I make money from that. Like, this is what, you know, you gotta tell me, this is what it looks like. But I want the students to do it. I don't know if they play a part or something like that. What kind of threw me off? I was saying, like, man, you know, the best car salesman that I didn't talk to for like forever. All this time when we going to the car dealerships and stuff like that, you were one of the best ones that didn't service me. He going inside the car, telling me, oh, this spec, do this and press it all the buttons. Like, he actually showed me, like, what the car do. And I was like, yeah, this is if you keep this up, you know, you can really be something fine. Like, like, you can really be successful in that. If you start making some content with that, you know, you'll be good. But then I started telling him, I don't know, what kind of real just having a conversation? But my whole point was, I was telling him before we even look for a car, because I already know how car dealerships is. I don't like to waste time. I like to sit up.
I tell him the same thing too. I ain't gonna waste your time, but I don't waste mine. This what I got, this what I'm doing, this what I'm thinking, and this what I need.
Yep. So I try to do that, and I told him like I'm not putting no money down. I just got a car to trade in. Like he already knew that and everything. And so what happened was like he came back. He was like, he came back and forth talking to his manager, who coming back, you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing. And he came back. He was like, see, you back? I said, he was like, we keep this out of the car, but you gotta put down this amount of money. I'm talking about I just got a 2023.
First of all, you ain't never got to put down the money.
Yeah, you have to put down the money. I'm already knowing this. I'm not no being on no young dude first, so I already know all this. And then I literally a couple months ago, they not knowing this, but I literally just got a 2023 8,000 miles. It came with 100,000 warranty. I got gas insurance for $550 a month on my bill. I got that with no down payment, no trading, and I got the monthly note that I wanted. It was the same monthly note that I was trying to get for the new car. It was like, yeah, you got to put down $6,500 just to make it 625. The company went at 625 a month. Yeah, like nah. And then what's crazy is, you know, every $1,000 that you put down is only like max $10 to $30 even. Maybe like they probably not even touch $30 for a month.
I tell people the same thing when they go to buy a house. You don't put no money down. Even certain programs, you know, programs, you don't have to put money down.
Yeah.
Don't put money down. For a house, especially because that payment is over the course of 30 years. You can buy $10,000 over 30 years. That's literally a couple dollars. $10,000 on the front is a lot at one time.
Yeah. And then I had to put down $6,500 for the company would be $625. And then to get it $125 lower a month, which is at $500 flat, I had to put down I think it was like $10,000, $10,400, $10,200 for it. And I was like, nah. Imagine me handing somebody $10,400 and me handing $125 back for it. That don't make no sense at all. So I was like, yeah. And then with the kind of threw me off, he's like, oh. He's like, so what is this, some weird flex that you don't have to put down no money and nothing like that? I was like, no, I'm just, yeah. He said
that. That was professional.
Yeah.
Ask you something like that.
Yeah. But I don't know where that came from, but I was like.
No, it's called prerogative. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's just something that I know what my credit like. I know how hard I work for like this stuff, and I know what I could do because I literally just did this a couple months ago.
Right.
So when I'm leaving
Oh yeah, I left that too. I didn't make a comment. That was unprofessional.
I want to leave it up, going to the one all the way in Picayune, and to do it for me in a new year car, a 2024 instead of the 2023, and the other car had, I think, like 4,000 more mileage on it, and I got into this one for the same exact price as what they was going to do for the other one, and no down payments and nothing like that. They took the trade in, and they gave me $5,000 back for the trade, which is crazy.
How many miles going?
That one is 30. When I got it, it was 31. Mine was 126 hours. And then I'm at a 9% interest rate, which is a bad. On my other car, I'm at 6.3. Interest rate 6.4, something like that. So. I don't know why people, it's not even probably not the dealership, it's just the people probably that be working. The more money that you put down, the money don't even go towards the car. That goes inside the person's pockets. That goes inside the dealership pockets when you put money down. They get a bigger bonus at the end of the month when they do stuff like that. best.
I didn't put so much money on this car. I'm torn between keeping it and keeping it out. I drive so far on the interstate, every day so long, man, in front of my car so feeling. Somebody hit me on the side over here and ran me. I'm like, I want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what it is. This rat chicken is paying me.
And then whenever you do like wrap a car, you can take that wrap off. Just in case you want to trade in or whatever. The dealer will give you more money for your trading whenever it's a yeah.
That car right there, okay, that's kind of, I don't think they make, I'm not sure, I don't think they make them anymore. That's what I believe. That's a little tradition. You got the round up seats, you got everybody lights going off to the side. It's like,
I didn't put for it be so much like the people in the world, like it can't be like the people don't be be like you ever got something to do with somebody else and tell you but this, but that, but this, but that, like man, like stuff like that. People will start feeling some type of way, they'll be like, how this person got this, how this person got that, not knowing all the hard work or whatever that they did for. Even when like, you know, I don't know if this is how the dude was feeling, but like the dude that I went to school with, before he got that job, he was from McDonald's working, I've only been to sales for 3 months. So I don't know if this is exactly how you feel, but me coming from a job like that and then me having somebody tell me, okay, I make this, I make that, I'm making social media, this and that, and like I don't know how that plays a part in somebody feeling some type of way for something. But I've been setting myself up since I was 20 years old. Like when my dad had died, I started setting myself up for the future. But I see like not too many people be on that type of time when they just like young and stuff like that. Like they like to like this, like they just live forever. Like you, they just got youth forever.
I think you say something about that. I walk around when I'm not running, when I'm not working, I'm in supervising management business. You don't know what I'm doing. But you know, that was past with a degree, there's nothing I'll take. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked that out with the same opportunities that you. So every time you position that's enough for supervisors, go in the job. You know what I got? Apply for it. You want to do what I'm doing? Go apply for it. Everybody got the same opportunity.
Every day we get the same opportunity, somebody else to make the same opportunity.
They got to stay in one spot and do it fast. I'm walking around running the course of everybody else. That's how much you got the same opportunity. You need to go apply for it if you want. Because it's been open 3-4 times since I got it. Apply for it.
I hate that it be like that.
What am I going to do? When you do the same thing, everybody stop you.
International doctors severe accident, despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rick Cook. Once daily, reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some folks have been feeling relief for at least 2 days, and some achieve dramatic similarities as quickly as 2 weeks. That is how we are for almost years. Plus, many years in the
know what I'm doing. I always do it. When I was figure it out, ask me about mine, figure out what to do.
Down there in what you call it? With all football, we got people that go D1 every single year. Like I cut two of the players, like two of the, I guess you could say the major players that they it's like the major schools doing to Oregon, and then now he plays for Nebraska Huskers, and then now he plays for Kentucky. And they got like the NIL, and like which is crazy.
It's crazy to make the kind of money that young. But it was a good thing that they came up with it because like they use it kind of display to promote it and they're making all the money off the game. And Carol was like what they would do.
Yeah, it's all on perspective. Like a lot of people don't look at it like that. Like, how are these players making this? How are people making that? Like, I don't know. It's just all on perspective. I was explaining something like that to somebody else because they were saying that it's bad. Like, they're not playing for real or something like
They
that.
are playing for real.
Yeah, but I got a perspective from one of the players that played for like a major D1 school, one of the dudes that had made it to a D1 school down there in Picayune. He was like, man, like, it's a lot of, this is perspective. It's a lot of pressure on him because now he's making all this money. Yeah, and then now he don't want to go back to what he used to have, like having no money and nothing like that. He got all this money, and all that money is gonna be going. It's gonna be going there sometime. So now he's trying to keep that up, like he's trying to have that, and then the only way he can possibly have that is making it to the NFL. So that's how. Yeah.
Not learn so much, like you still gotta like live hungry.
It's just a point of being so young. I ain't gonna lie, but when I was young and I had a decent amount of money, like I did the same as that thing. So, but I know now what I would do with the money, but I'm like, man, I can't tell these dudes that. I mean, I can tell them to save and stuff like that, but I'm like, dang, I was doing the same exact thing when I had a lot of money.
Yeah, it's life small, but it's so hard. Number one.
It's a thought if you ever like, oh, wow, I want to just, you know, football.
We play wide receiver, we play left quarterback.
Yeah. Whenever I do like the lineup for basically my life is private. The only thing anybody really ever sees is like me just posting content all day. But I understand like why people keep their life private. People don't be having like the best interest for you.
closed that house so fast. I waited the house on the market for like 10 weeks.
Yeah.
I was kind of too long to close it. But I told the seller, that really helped him and me a lot. Like way below what the house is really worth.
Yeah.
And he just trying to get rid of it for money, but I still told him, I'm like, look, I can talk you up. You trying to live people way too cheap. I'm like, you still can get rid of the cash, you still pay for money. I had to go on the price of milk. More money he makes, more money I get.
I be saying, they won't look the house, you're for like a year, over a year.
That's the thing with marketing the home. It's not about the price itself, it's what you want to be positioned in the market. And what that means is everything around the house within a mile, that the little collector that's sitting up on there, not the ones that's listed active to sell, the ones that sold in the past 6 months. What did they sell for? And that's how you price your house. You want to put the top of the market or at the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you're going to price it high and you're going to take all the money. So you're going to get all of the price. Y'all got a whole up there working all the weeks and we're paying all the money. She literally got a house listed. She had a house listed up the street from mine, like literally 3 blocks on the same street. Our house, she got listed in my house. Now we're almost 10 hours. So that's what I'm going to do. When I move into a fast. Depending on how you set it. And that's what helps me come to this. If you fight it right, I pay you to get rid of the city.
Some of the people that own out be kind of pricing too high for them, for what it's really worth.
Yeah.
You want too much for it.
I know he definitely fight it. Totally right. There's people out here all the time. You know, this is whatever you want. With my professional opinion, this is what it works. This is how fast it is.
People was over yesterday. Me and Whoa, they said the whole day.
Mine came up in here from like 9 to 2, I guess. AJ came up there like a couple
I thought about coming in here, like starting to cut on Wednesday, but I was like, man, like, I just can't do it. I'm not trying to overwork myself. And then I don't want my days to be split up. I don't want to come down here and cut like 5 people one day and then 5 people the next day, or all 10 of those people just book on one day. That's how I kind of look at it. If I had like overwhelmed, like how I had one just one day right for prices on, if I still like I was coming in on Wednesday, but I don't see no.
I'll be back at 8
What we've experienced with Timber Tech, it is what
What color it is you got your hair now?
Man, I'm about to
Almost
dye
like
it
mine, mine is all
black.
light.
I'm about to dye it black. I've been dyed it black, but it changed back colors.
Huh?
It changed to like, it's like a green color now. I mean, yeah, it look decent. Like some of them kind of like,
They're a little different color.
yeah, it's like some of them like a grayish green, and it looks decent. But I'm about to, my plan was to dye it, but keep some of them the same exact color. Like these, like the red and the brown. I was gonna keep those and then dye like the rest, you know, black and stuff like that. Keep like little, I guess like little highlights, like a red, 3 red ones. Yeah. But like it just turned back to the same color. Every time I wash my hair, every time I put that shampoo on my hair, I just see black on the. Like,
So you didn't put a permanent color, you put a rinse. Most of them are rinse.
yeah, I just bought a dye. I tried to dye my hair. But I had bought some more, but this one you got bleach in there. And that's the bleach color, but I don't want to re-bleach my hair. I'm gonna just do it again. Because I'm not dying like the roots and not like that. I'm just dying like the hairs. Because my roots, they grew back like it's all. I just died like all this not too long. I just died my whole entire head probably like 2 months ago, and then now like this how my hair was growth is. This is crazy.
So yeah, I had about 8 weeks and a half for before I cut my hair yesterday. So the hair was black hair.
I appreciate Dolphins, the man. They do like to reproduce, and even if they don't have a chance of reproducing, they'll certainly get that tag on their arm over your body if you're in there swimming with them. But they got big brains, okay? I believe the Navy SEALs actually use them to serve more ships out there, and they protect us. So we appreciate the Dolphins, the man. Not today's control was able to find that snowflake or an dolphin was able to get fuel, because that's a wonderful thing. But whatever you think about this Dolphins team now, we do not think about the way people era of the line Dolphins. You think about the 1972 Dolphins and how they were undefeated. You think about Dan Marino and the run that he had, and he's not only going to win the Super Bowl, but at some point, this Miami Dolphins team is going to be legendary. They reset the volume for a lot of receivers when they brought John Marino in. Two along the low as an absolute starter. There you go. This big brain offensive guru puts up his 3 games. Scott lost ball, obviously, where he's been successful. He's unique to himself. He's obviously one of the one thing I've seen a head coach like him. But with the Miami Dolphins, we're going to return to the Florida games. First, Brian Flores is head coach on their bench. That's research. We have a typical cycle here as of today. But this is supposed to be a great run. Now it's going to be a great experiment. Tyreek will potentially not going to get it all by the end of the year. Here's what it's talking a little bit. Potentially not being a guy and being dead. The conversation is this guy a good head coach? Well, we got a couple of stats for you as the Dolphins are 0-2 traveling to take on the Buffalo Bills as anywhere from 11.5 to 12.5 dollars. And our teams are 0-2 in our dogs in week 3 have gone 37-17 against the spread. One of them teams that are back to the corner, rolling cover the spread. It's not going to highway. No, that's not highway, but that's cover the spread. 11.5 to 12.5 feels like a lot of points on a Thursday night game, especially in a division game between the Dolphins and the Bills. I think the Bills have won 11 of the last 12 against my Dolphins in the games. You said, yes, those teams. One team is able to execute, one team isn't. Which is kind of the story of this Miami Dolphins team. The way the Dolphins in the Patriots just a week or 4 days ago. Now they did 90 shows. Boston, Carolina, they don't call better. We'll be waiting all day for the day. Always full of and it's all fine. Kickoff show, great production, right? Buffalo will be alive. This is the last time. No, not yet.
Here?
Because, like, you know, I wrote that don't turn the fan on. Because fan auto is on. You see, I put a fan on.
You don't want it on because it be running. It's gonna run. I would say it's good to turn it on, like to get it cold up there. Then whenever it get cold, like turn it on auto. But you don't want it on the whole entire time because it'll get to like a certain point, and then it'll just cool. It'll like so the temperature will keep rising, going up and down like that for. And with it on, it's gonna stay like this the whole entire time. It's gonna keep blowing cold up. More running the bill up. Where do we hide here? Oh, they should be doing uncomfortable. I couldn't have it because I was sweating. And I'm the one like, the clients may not feel it. They may or may not feel it, but I'll be the one like moving around and I'm like, one move and there's like right now it feels amazing, but like every day I feel like something off. It's gonna be like you can feel yourself sweat, but you're not sweating at the same time. That's how I be feeling up there. Yeah, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. I think I can feel that he just turned the fan off. I can feel like he just turned the fan off. He's not blowing on my fingers. It really makes me uncomfortable. Take away from the rest of the day, I think they can put that in there as well. But I have always been a guy who I'm losing that I'm sad. He went to bed after midnight and you get home and they lost by 30. You give him. Yeah, you're right. It's, real talk. When I get up the car, when you say, I think this might be this that we saw what in the last against the basketball team of all time. Exactly. Indianapolis, no idea what it's going to be at the end of the season. All these team stories can be anything. You can look at the races of all time from 10 different quarterbacks, 10 different runners, 10 vehicles. Still so early in it. But if they were getting the conference this one, they can also be the worst team in history of all. They can be one of the only teams to go completely duffy. They be the first team ever to lose 17 straight games in the regular season. They're also the only team ever won probably. And then when I traded in the Cadillac, the first dealership that I went to, especially if you're 95 years old, the Cadillac, I got the Cadillac for like $32,000. What they told me on the app that I've been paying off, I owe $14K back. A little bit over $14K, like 14, almost $15K, like 14, yeah. So
paid off $5K.
yeah, so the first one, $300 back. She said I owe like $24,000 on the car. The car, I've been having this car for about 4 years, and the car was only $33K. And I don't know what my interest rate is on the car, but like, I was like $100 going to like, I guess the dealership instead of going to, I guess where it needed to go first. But like, I was like, how? I don't know. But when I brought it to the other one, they actually paid off the 15 and gave me the money back. So I don't know what they carried on. I have no idea. I don't know what they got the Jets and you got the Panthers. So say you probably do like work. Say you lose. Then you come back and win 2 in a row, all of a sudden you're 2-3, season's back on. You got to fight tonight, boys. You're back to get to the wall. Show some damn pride. And that's when there should be some time that I'm working with. I'll be having I'm putting some time like that. Money on that. Yeah. It sounds like he's good. And also, I see he's going to put together a low side corner and then keep it in your inside voice. Not true. Share with anyone. I don't even have an inside voice. Yes, that is true. That is true. All I want to see is a run. Comment from listening to way you're speaking. You were all going to spend the whole way in the equipment with the golfing training. Is that accurate? Yeah, absolutely with the fittings. And my fittings are up. I'm not just going to go out there and say, hey, my fittings are coming out of the water. And I'm having fun. And they're going to win that. I just think with the Bills, they're a great football team. No matter what, they could have played 2 worse teams weeks 1 and 2, and we would still know that they're a great football team. With Miami, like, they lose to Colts week 1, you're not really sure. I think right now you can say the Colts are a very good football team. So like that loss now, sure, and then after we won it was terrible because they got their asses handed to them. But now let's look at it back. Colts beat the Broncos, they're okay, hold on, maybe the Colts are good. Patriots, you don't know. Patriots lose to the Raiders and they beat the Broncos. You really don't know if the Patriots are a good football team here for Miami. You're not sure. And like the idea that they're going to get blown out, completely believe Josh Allen in he just moved 274 yards in the 4th quarter of a prime time game against the Ravens. He can definitely
I got one like that.
I get space in all his mouth and everything, like outside his mouth. I don't even feel tried to do that one year. I had tried to buy like a blue light up mask, all black and blue, that was light up. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. That's what I tried to buy, but it was hard to work. I had to do all of it. I had probably do it. And I tried to use a mask from online. Like a YouTube mask, I did. You see what they was just doing on that? Like, that was weird. You heard that noise though? That one was the other two, that was them two people. It was him, he was doing this with the car tires, and the other two people was making a noise for the car. That right there. And they was doing that for like a long time, like why is he doing that? That's weird. I don't know. Right. Cars that you had gave me, like there was no way to like showcase them on the what you call it, so I was gonna buy like one of the cars things, my cars and I was about to put it on, I tried to put all the cars up here, but they got this piece, it's becoming like the cars be going inside there, so like I can't, go to my car.
We're best in the bowl. We understand their eyes in a lot of times. And then against the pictures, they're in that. Make sure what that game. Are we giving up on the Dolphins or how do you feel about them going into tonight?
Listen, I think that they played very well. Much better than people think. They played a little more control. That's how they can reach there right now. So weather is not going to be a factor. And that's what they did with you. They had to do with the game last weekend. Come back and be good with them. You might have a total perspective on the game tonight. But it feels incredibly lopsided. I think the biggest spread of the week on any of the matchups. And it just feels like Buffalo should do what it wants. But look, we all know what happens. Weird things happen, strange things occur. And all of a sudden, the team like the Dolphins that not many people are counting on comes to play better than people think. And that's, I think, get a fair confidence.
I wanted to do what he came here for. He came here with Vaughn. I wonder if he had an appointment. Because he just left. He was talking on the phone. Probably 11 minutes outside. And he had left. Now I'll probably go with like no enhances. Put to them all the time and then go over the time. Start adding it on the front. Yeah, if I'm talking to the client. Get behind.
What do you want to say? I said, I said, but we get Jim Brown.
Right, brother, how you doing?
That's kind of action.
And they play day off.
And by the way, there's a lot of
You're getting the same thing, line up tape. All right. Enhancements today, or you don't know it? All right, let's get it.
So,
You been following T-Cog? No, it's okay. I feel like his style of promotion getting old. Talking about people and stuff like that, so that's getting old. I'm gonna do a little video on front line.
And I think this just shows you it's going to take a little bit of time for everybody to acclimate. Ben Johnson's talking to the team about practice. Sometimes Jimmy Johnson used to say they were going to speak to the media, speak through the media. So I wonder if that's the case, if they're going to speak through the media to get a message to the players that our practice centers have not had a championship level. They're not where they need to be, and they need to be better now. You could say that to the team, you would say publicly, that people carry the message for you. You chose to go public route, and these questions are all going to come up as positive. Now they got that who's coming into their fall, which the Bears have lost 6 straight home games. They start playing, they have to quiet it down. The only thing that stops all that is the that's it. They don't win. They don't win. All this twice. What is the funk sway of this week's going to be good? That's it. Perfect. Yeah, because all the nights are going to be playing for Marcos. I watched John Taffel on Marcus, and the people were all that year this particular direction. What a good funk sway. I know they get more the sweets in this baby as well. These were yet then. It's funk sway is good. Maybe they're making it in that state. Or maybe Ben Johnson just trying to win this. We haven't seen this before, right? Matt Patricia, whatever you want to play Detroit, try to institute something that didn't work out. Cleveland, Maine, Jimmy went over there. He had like 6 a.m. in Milwaukee, Oklahoma, those different places. I think I heard horror stories about that coming through tomorrow locker around Florida, Miami, Florida, trying to really work out. There has been obviously places.
Look at this.
I mean, for some people, never get the whole team to buy it. It doesn't matter either way. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Ben Johnson's going to stay steadfast on doing his role. He will stop the Bears on Sunday.
But I had to going in his eye. Crazy. I wanted to get it out. I did it for like a thumb down. But I'm like, oh my God.
All right, let's talk about some issues in the direction. Big money problems. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, Jeffy, earlier when Tom Brady first became finally one of the players, people brought up hey, this is a conflict of interest.
That is a psycho blade on the plays. Y'all about to see them hit.
We saw him get removed.
Are you supposed to clean up before the next client? I did clean up. I mean, I didn't sweep my spot, but I did clean up. Might need to get the rest of my phone.
going to come to an end at some point? Because I assume that most teams think this is bullshit and they're not going to go.
I think there are some people, right, there are coaches that don't like it, but let's just feel. I'm pretty sure the question is, he's going to
Like the service today.
your job is strong enough to see what the he can scout those players. And he needs to know about those players without hearing the coaches. So I understand the experience of the role, the accountability. I'm not like some people. I don't think it's too deal to me. Like, he is a limited part of the team. He wants to sit in the room and goes on. He can offer all the ways. Also, go to the very next to him. It's his team.
We're 9 points this day. Tom Brady's in the middle, he owns the team. Right now, Kane scored a touchdown. He says that Chico, what if he is just a part of their season? What if Thomas wasn't here when all the coaches were saying?
I know some fine versus walk. Like you walk in. And then we just gonna go back and forth. Mike on me, Mike on you, and then I don't know. We can just, and I'm gonna tag you in everything that we do. Like we can do the collaboration thing. I feel like those videos gonna bring like it be doing a lot.
And I've been careful with everything I've said since the season started. I've been pure coach speak mode. It's just business as usual. I'm just fine. I like Tom, and we have a really good relationship. So I'm really happy to clear out. Yeah, like I said, we're not worried about it. We change, we do what we do. Schematically, he's going to be able to control the data and see whatever.
What?
Automatic.
Automatically.
Sit down with it. Don't do this to get away.
Bomb made that? Oh man, I don't know about the ice a little bit. I mean, I can say like a high throughput build. But you know what? That's not that good. Like you only got like a 93-point cut, 91. I know that's what I'm saying. But like the blue ball handle, solo ball handle only at 86. I guess yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like this ball handle is only 86. No, it's an 86 cube ball and an 87 ball handle. That's his ball handle, which is insane. That made me feel like I made like a whole build that's like, yeah, like I got stats. Like I had a piece of hair on my arm. Not like hair like that, but like hair from like my pillow or something like that, like the white. But I was like small hair. Very nice. Is your TV on the second way on the plays? It is. Y'all about to see it? Y'all about to see him hit? Ask him about the TV plays and stuff.
Oh my god.
I don't know why they say that. Oh my goodness.
Top trimmers at your station.
I'm starting to get it kind of back. I don't know. One time I had like 100 people in there, like 120 some people last week. I already told you. I had told you that you big. Well, estimated revenue said 400,000. Dang. Yeah, usually estimated revenue is only from month to month. That's what mine says. Whenever it says estimated revenue, that's what I'm making for that month. Like that's dang, man. Huh? You be doing you workout kind of stuff. You work out a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that page with my car and everything. It's like stuff like me working out, me record me working out, me record me with the car, like daily stuff in my hair, like yeah. I ain't gonna call it that. I'm gonna be like life will be or yours be. I think I'm just gonna be life will be or yours be. That's it. Man, they got a lot of money to be made out here. You gotta do the things to set yourself up to learn. So many opportunities in this world that people just don't take advantage of. Content is a big opportunity. It's Wolfine, right?
Going to Bama in Georgia sometimes.
And even potentially Columbus or Tennessee, but it was actually those of us getting a lot of stuff like used to it. For instance, like Indiana was insane. James Madison a couple years ago, absurd. Absolutely absurd. Kansas was sick. Cal Berkeley was unbelievable. Now, obviously, big things that happen this weekend, but like Miami, we haven't been. Dayton has been there since I've been with it, so I think they should be some upside. Great. Now, with that being said, Illinois, Indiana was crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, possible. Yeah. It was possible with it going absolutely in. Missouri, I think has
Maybe South Carolina.
yeah, so that was a big one. I think they were like, there's obviously big games each week, so there's a lot of conversation here. But I'm excited that they seem to be very eager to have us now. And obviously showcasing this Miami team. And also, I guess, Rangers one team is just going to be good.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, and I think that was the other way. So there's a lot of implications this week. Yeah, but yeah, we're Miami Street on stage.
My last thing for you was, how cool, hey, there's no reason you can't come back and volunteer for one of the causes. Nobody can do those. Right?
We're going to Los Angeles when this time as well. We'll be up to fourth quarter. Back up here.
Focus on that?
We're going to this first quarter of the season.
I'm a little person behind, so after this one, I might be going this out. You can chill up there, they got the bathroom on the left side, or you can wait in the car if you want to, and I'll just come get you. I'll text you. No, whatever you want to do. All right. Thank you.
And now he loves his time to defeat one of us, which you want. Taking a mission at him and has my conversation, jumping coach back. Yeah. Oh, I know, coach.
What's up? How you doing, man?
It's good. Thank you so much for joining us. How's life over there in Nebraska? Obviously, we've been winning by a lot. We've been setting precedent. Now we got a huge one where you're underdogs at home. What's the mindset this weekend?
I think we're excited. This is an excellent football team coming in. It's the Big Ten opener. And as you said, it's a ranked opponent. And it's going to be a crazy atmosphere here. And we think we're a great team, so we expect that to happen a lot.
The Boston Bowl is obviously what this has been done because Taylor Lewan, I think, 5-star recruit out of high school, first-round draft pick, incredibly handsome, very tall, represents Michigan, and Will Compton, the walk-on, undrafted, Boston Grill, 9-year linebacker, special team dog, represents the Nebraska Cornhuskers from the Bustle Boys podcast. Obviously, they tried to make this a thing for a few years now. This year, feels like they've very reopened the momentum. And I feel like you guys have the best team for this, and I think Michigan is being fair. They feel in a good spot as well. Is this the perfect time for the Bustle Bowl to actually launch into a season like an expectation?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played the game 2 years ago, and it was, everyone was here. Will was here. Taylor was here. They were a much better team. It wasn't a very close game, so, it'll be a great game. Two really good teams. And it's what the Big Ten should be all about. Good rivalries. We're not too far away from each other. I'm sure there'll be a lot of fans. Our fans will be ready. And it'll be a great opportunity for me to go on all the other games.
All right, let's talk about that on-field stuff. Cincinnati was able to run a little bit. First night, obviously, quarterback able to move as well. Is that the big conversation point for your team? Is we're going to have to stop Michigan's running? Phil Biff is the acting head coach and let Bryce spend it a little bit more than maybe should run. But we got to stop the run is the only mindset on the defensive side?
The only team that we played over there was America. It was Rutgers. It was Ohio State. It was a bunch of teams that we didn't face this year. So it's really like the NFL. Maybe you know who you're going to face. Even the Plus Bowl, like, you know, we faced him 2 years ago, not last year. We faced him this year. It's a rotating schedule, but he's really talented. He recruit, and he's done a great job with that. And we think we have a really good quarterback too. And so excited to be.
Yeah, tell me about that. Obviously, it's the biggest game of the year. Much more comfortable where he's at. And then obviously, the dog in the backfield. Tell us about your offense a little bit, taking on this Michigan defense with, you know, a defense that hunts over there in Michigan. Always going to bring a lot of different disguises and everything like that.
Yeah, and he's really smart. You know, he's one of my favorite coordinators in the National Football League, front in college. They're lead up front and blitz. They show a bunch of other stuff to you. They have a really smart quarterback. He try to get us to the right play, try to get us to the right protection. He's cool. He's done a great job. He's completing 77% of his passes. He gets from the interception and really only one that even had a chance to be intercepted. So he's a really smart football guy. He's a football guy. He's in here all week studying. Last year, he finished the game last year.
I don't know why they do my mindset is like,
He's texting me pictures of him in his house.
get the Rams first and then put on that.
So,
I guess I get this thing all ready for it.
quite a bit. So it'll be a great chess match. Him versus that Michigan defense. What they do.
So you think? Like a silver one, they have nothing.
Yeah, no doubt. Since I got here, you know, I've always known obviously Terrence Crawford is getting to know him. I mean, he's from the team last year, led Southeast Colorado, and literally there was no chance we were going to lose. Once he spoke to the team and he started walking up that tunnel, I was like, yeah, this is it. I'm king. And you know, I went to his center. He had so much respect for him. He was talking about how they're both first out Hall of Famers. Yet when they went to the weigh-in, I showed our team. He wasn't talking about if I can do if this and that. He was this whole legacy. He was talking about when he's never been knocked down. And so we went to that fight, and I was so fired up, so happy for a big day for the corners. I mean, he's got the Nebraska end on his mouth. He's on the right, you know. But we go backstage afterwards to see him, all those guys all wearing mustard red. I mean, he's loyal, and so it's a great message for our guys. Those stages too big for you to put the work in.
Coaches being able to utilize anything for their own motivation, for their own team, like, it's glorious. When you got a guy, literally with that motor. I was talking to people that are in the hospital a little bit, and they're like, you know, hell, Lou, he's, you know, his other time, he's had a couple $100 million for a long time. You know, maybe it's a little bit different. But he still lives in Omaha. He got 7 kids. Like, he is, you know, still, I don't want to say in the grind, but still very much, like, doesn't even realize basically the money or hasn't done any of that. I picked Canelo to win because I thought he was heavier on the show. I did that. And I got a call that night from like 3 people that were but still, did you see what? Did you see what it looked like in the wedding? And heard what he's doing? It's like, it's American. And you know, I messed up. And then you watch that fight, it's like, in the 9th round, well, it's scared as shit. But it's like, let's go. Let's go. And he's heavier. He's shooting a harder punch than he's ever faced. Yeah, let's go. And it's not going to lose the entire fight just one catch and step right into the fire. It's like massive respect for both of them, but also down for blood. When we saw that a lot, the biggest fight of the century, they're calling it.
Yeah, watch the fight.
I mean, it's a brand good for you.
Canelo didn't even look like him. He just looked like him. Canelo looked like him. Vaughn made that bet and never watched boxing a day in his life. Like, he don't really watch boxing like how I watch boxing. Like, I might not watch like a whole game of like of the NFL or the NBA, but I'll sit there and watch the whole thing of boxing. Vaughn don't watch the whole thing. Well, Vaughn don't watch boxing like how I know boxing.
You watch UFC?
No, I don't watch UFC. I keep up with it, but I don't watch it. Canelo looks like a whole totally different person, man. He's like, he ain't even like long in the same ring, which is insane. I don't know what happened to him. Like, he was frustrated, man.
game and having like no good practice.
Yeah.
I'll get all the bullshit with last time. I like to see a match where we get knocked out.
I think that time.
I'm talking to my kid and going here over there. Getting air in my mouth. Nasty stuff.
So it's, to me, it's been an unusual move. I'm glad they, because everyone came back to share this.
I bet they don't love just being able to focus on the offense side of the ball and all the bullshit comes being the head coach of this dangerous era.
Yeah, a couple times I said to them, like, what do you think? You'll be more perspectives. Like, well, this, but that's your job now.
Where's my rebel happy? Where's my rebel up? I gotta worry about what's up the ball for you. That sounds like your problem. Apparently, I've been there before. He was great offensively for West Virginia. Now it's down in Houston. And then just being able to lock in on that politics with the handshake and everything like that. Feels like it's great for him. Sounds like it's great for you as well. Connor has a question for you, Coach.
Coach, the last 2 weeks, we've not done things with the teams that aren't ranked, so like Michigan. It feels like, the bigger we saw, we were very raw, getting the team going, making sure they stay locked in. Is it different this week when you're playing at Michigan, where everyone is kind of, zeroed in, laser focused at all times because it is such a tall task? And you did just mention right there, Bud Crawford leaving Nebraska out, and you went to Bud's game match rather than last week. Can we expect Bud maybe to leave the Nebraska corners?
I don't know that. He I called the game and said, I got the Mac show right now. So I don't know that, I reached out to me. I'm not talking about superstar. I don't know either. Call someone out like, what he's done is like cheer for his players that are so
Going crazy. It's like that's what it is. Yeah, I understand.
So now, so I don't know how that will play out. He's got a lot of things going on with, the day that he decided to come in, we get ready for him. The thing that the videos that he released, he doesn't go half. And so to me, like, we've done a game, who is that different approach, depending on who it is. Like, if I have to sit here and scream about, hey, you better be great, this is the, I think everyone knows what the University of Michigan needs. They know how good a team this is. They really better be pretty locked in. For me, that was about halftime. Like, hey, this isn't good enough. And, when you're going to do that, the whole team, year 2 would be kind of good. That's the guys that like to say, it's year 3. They were huge young players. What did we show the our players should be this is good enough. So, we understood playing the team we faced. We're trying to get ready for the Big Ten, but the Big Ten is a different animal as far as this week. We're going to get ready.
On that, Ty's question for you.
The Big Ten is currently like 42-5 or something like that, and the Woods. A lot of people,
It's all 15 teams.
there's still a lot of talk about, the SEC being the superior conference, and people were even cherry picking early in the year, and they look at all the cupcakes the Big Ten teams are playing. But every week, when you have a game like this, we know who's at the top of the Big Ten currently. We have a couple teams, you guys are one of those teams who are kind of right there. It feels like a lot of these games are almost like playoff eliminators, so because every week in the Big Ten, you're going to have a team that, hey, we don't play over if you beat them, we might only have, 1 or 2 opportunities, for the rest of the year to actually solidify our chance of being able to play.
Yeah, I think the SEC is a big conference. I think the Big Ten is a big conference. I think there are 2 big differences, right? I think the one thing that the SEC has done a great job of is ran themselves to the SEC. And when you look at the last 25 years, only 4 teams won national championships. Yes, when we talk about the SEC, we talk about all the other teams.
All right, talk about the end of live. After this.
After this segment. The era of basketball in Miami, they still get a lot of street cred for the voting and all that. Look at what they're last year. They stayed down to the wire and Miami.
After this haircut.
The Big Ten saw a lot on the top 4 teams. So this is the, I said on the podcast to the council, another shout out to but I said, like, Division 1 football is
the handshaking out. Great job, thank you. Thank you.
Penn State, Oregon, Illinois, Indiana, USC, there's a Washington, 2 years ago. Hopefully us. I mean, there's a lot of them. So if you're going to have a lot of chances, if you're not in that upper conversation, but there's really good teams. And the Big Ten, I think the Big Ten really should have talked a lot.
Yeah, I think the conversation is going to change. I mentioned this a couple of times. I don't know if you've heard me say it, so if I send it to you, I apologize for repeating myself.
Same thing?
We have an SEC team, good SEC team, traveling into the Big Ten, and the style of roster that you have to have in the Big Ten at that time, in those sport ball, certainly paid off. We're going to have to be a little bigger, can't be as fat. We're going to have a little bit more physicality. You can't just run 4 threes everywhere, because it might be negative 55 degrees or where the hell it was at Ohio State for that game. So, interesting dynamic, obviously, being out into them, running the same Big Ten, SEC, we're in the top with the big ball. Last question here quickly, just need to get your opinion on this. I've talked to a couple different coaches now about the transfer portal going from 2 times a year, both in December, January, and then also in May or April, I forget which one, the spring and the winter one. They cut it down to just one transfer portal, it'll be the one in the winter, okay? What are your thoughts on the December, January, and the middle of college football playoff transfer portal, really the only transfer portal window? And what are your thoughts on going from 2 to 1? It feels like everybody's on board with that.
Yeah, I think you need to go to one. You know, you would negotiate with a player, you don't have a player. You would negotiate with a player in January, December, January, and then have to renegotiate 3 months later when there's no, so that doesn't happen. And so it's just you once a year, you make a decision, and then you play that year. Number 2, and most of the Big Ten coaches wanted it in April and May because they pay the guys July 1st to June 30th. So in the NFL, like the year ends, you get paid for the year. We're going to have college football, we're going to have players getting paid by 2 different teams in the same year. It doesn't make any sense to me if we're doing it that way because basketball, everyone's using the same money. So it doesn't make as much sense, but I would have worked in the middle of September for a lot here to get one through. It's better for the players. They don't need to be transferred twice or spread. I mean, I think it's way better, but I would have done it in May. I think the playoffs should never be touched by players saying to themselves, by saying, that stays back to the quarterback left in the middle of the playoff line. This is what we do right now. I'm saying, those things shouldn't happen, in my opinion. With the board of coaches wanted it in January, and,
Okay, so everybody I talked to,
Yeah, that was your client. I thought that was your client. Sitting in the juice. It was in the Jeep. So he was in that Jeep right now? Oh, I thought he wanted to go.
so we know what we have, and also we know where we're playoff conversation. Nonetheless, it'll all get figured out, right? Always got it.
I was thinking like, dang, all this time we could have got out and came out a haircut. And he just was sitting in the car. And I thought it was your client.
It's not just about football, remember? You're right. Different countries, something nice like change your life. My way of truck as well. See you on the other side. Cheers. Here's
There might be some cuss words because that's how you get the real world talk. If you aren't done, please seek permission before watching any further.
I know we're talking about the season and everything like that, and I don't know if
if the Bills throttle the Dolphins, like I don't think it's crazy. And the Dolphins are going to get higher. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Connor mentioned it earlier. It's pretty separate, but if it is a run, I think there's a chance. I really do. Especially with how flat they were against the Bulls for it being week 1 and like basically gave away that game last week. If they, like Duncan said, and it's got to be, and they could beat by 28, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I think there is a chance that at least the game is fine.
I don't think we'll look at that, but it's very early in the season, but we have to be around the Dolphins. So I think that's why I can become a little closer. It's just like the Detroit Lions before they became the Raider Lions, and they were still the same. Lions. You got the Lions show that it's not seeing this year was Lions team. So I would like to watch this Lions team so that I can understand what he's doing. And they can talk shit to him about what's going on with his emotions and feelings so we can cover this Lions transition change. Throughout the very close. I say closer than anybody that has had, although we were just a small regional show, much closer following the Detroit Lions here over the last 5 years than anybody who's say that out in the local game time.
You guys made this the heartbreak that Lions fans went through for all those years. You understood it, so then now they're good. It's awesome.
That's Rams, dude, Lions. Now the Dolphins, the same thing with them. It pulled out, remember the cycle of the zero start.
Trade for everybody, sign everyone.
Remember there was rumors, all that, you're not making this up. This has been reported out there. There was rumors that maybe the owners, John had to lose games from there. This came out after the season, a season in which Guppy was a Dolphins fan and said, it feels like they're trying to lose. So then, when the owner comes out, allegedly was potentially, this is all we're not making this up. This was alleged. Not this is the thing was talking to us paid more money. Okay. So the fans had to go to the you get somebody maybe for us houses not saying it's real, but we're saying it was talked about. So for that moment, the company's fair. Okay? It's like I know they're definitely trying. They're not trying to do that. Then that gets the Broncos for where the case is not disappears. Whatever happens there, other stuff started coming in. They're a little more regular, have to take it shorter. But for Guppy at that moment, like when that was being led, let's get unreal, I don't think, no, actually, we don't. Yeah, really, right there. Yeah, not real. We'll say it wasn't real. Let's say it wasn't real. Okay, we'll say it wasn't real. But that moment when it was being reported, Guppy was down.
They're not even going to stay on the story.
They're not. What's happening? This team, I'm doing so much shit. They're not. And time to kill. And it looks like they are here. We're not paying money to lose. We're paying the most money for a weapon while the offensive side is going to be exposed. So that ride, just watching him go from the depths of hell all the way to euphoria now. And then now when we're standing down week 3 with this team, he's just saying it's all right before our guy comes. And the many ships for him to be this hard looking, he's reading in his mind. I think that he probably represents not all Dolphins fans, but at least some Dolphins fans that are back to be able to get it right. I guess we'll find out if they can correct it or if we're on path to for people.
Yeah, that's those things too. It's like that taking, us back all the way there when it was the Flores situation was crazy. Because, I remember the first edition we gave, like, nobody was sure about Tua, really. No one really was going to get a fair shot. McDaniel comes in. He's like, hey, you're the guy. Like, I was a big, great Tyreek Hill. They also signed that year with the Dustin was crazy. They signed Gardner, said they were going to go to the line. All of a sudden, like, going back to that.
Training Jalen for it.
I wonder what's your like never told. She got that we try to play with. That's what I think she thinks that we try to play with.
Like actually, like every other season you could say
Maybe.
we were bad. Whereas the last little while, even if we are bad, like we have been.
Probably that too.
That's the biggest way. It's the first time in as long as I can remember. All the fans face. Like usually
There's like a lot of middle
it. Some people hate to it. The whole fans, all of them are fans.
When they have like a building or something.
We actually set it up as an out these live in your years and years ago.
It was an honor to not be mentioned on most of Mount Rushmore's it was nice to have it because I didn't come from here because I didn't.
Auto St. Fort, what's going on? Oh, what's your go-to clipper? My go-to clipper is either my wall scenes or these. TPOBs were pretty good, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, like going all the way back to like when it started with Josh Allen to the prime time of the Bengals, where he got signed by the D tackles. It has been quite the run. And then he came back from that too. It's a good show.
Yes, they are. We are true fans. We're Dolphins fans. It's not what's good. But I want to be patient.
I have my GPT earliest expiring since 1990. Scott Lane for the Rams expired after 0-4 start and wait. That's after the 0-4 start in 2014. Joe Philbin, 1-3 starts in 2015, and Phil O'Brien, 1-4 start in 2020.
Yes, it feels like you're making these 4 years.
Velvet was in Miami as well. That was a good one.
Is that when MCBC went in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, Wild Times, obviously. Dolphins and MCBC.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we'll see how that goes. We have some breaking news, AJ. What happened? Raiders. Raiders. You remember the announcement of the WWE and ESPN partner, the world's greatest entertainment company, so the worldwide sports line, commentary companies, ownership. So then, the rest of the world is
So you're actually learning watching, bro? Thank you.
Now you got Cole there from Chris Carolina. Do you think that's a hot topic? That's what we're
No, because it added me. The hot tower allows you to like kind of be what you call it. It's supposed to help you lay down. Like clean, prep the skin for real. Yeah, the cold air freezes the what you call it? The holding spot. You just lock everything like for real.
At the top of the show, kicking off an ESPN and WWE era will be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar here at Cambridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is obviously gigantic. What a way to start. The best partnership I've ever seen, and the smartest partnership I've ever seen between ESPN and WWE, and also the two goals going at it. So, that's breaking news, AJ. I'll let you guys digest that and hang out all the way, but just know 7 p.m. Saturday, it's coming out with a bang, bro.
Hey, do we know if the roof is winnable building?
So listen, this would be a stadium match. This is a stadium match. These stores stadium match. WrestlePalooza though in Indianapolis is not. I mean, we had Triple H on with that last week. Like, hey, ESPN has made it. Asked if we were able to do a show. We certainly love that idea. Here we go. So I don't know if stadium was pitched or presented, but whatever the case, this is a stadium. This is a history box office. This is a must-watch fight, and it'll happen to kick off the entire market. That's what shit.
Kick off the show. Go. They're coming out first. Great.
I wonder if it will be.
What?
I wonder if it goes old school. Yeah.
I'm talking about $11.
Going all this back.
If it comes out with a chain and we stay for sure. Times like this.
That's right. That's what he said. That's right.
If it comes out as peace.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said his manager for this one.
Jordan was not, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wojcik, coach. He's from Pittsburgh, obviously, we just love him immediately. He is currently enjoying a year off from head coaching Pittsburgh, coaching the Dallas Cowboys. What does the future look like? We don't know. We'll appreciate that he joins us every single week, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Mike Mahoney. Coach, you see John Cena, Brock Lesnar leaving off that show. You all right with that, or what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna do the t-shirts like it's on there.
We would love to have you here, obviously. We're very pumped that you're coming. I'll let the WWE know you might be. I'm sitting right. Let me know if my nature might be in the ring and slide here, maybe hit some paper cups a little bit. Coach, thank you for joining us. Week 3 obviously kicks off tonight. AFC East battle. 12.5 point spread down at ESPN and multiple books. I don't even think you can get 11.5. 12.5 feels like a lot of points for a division game on a Thursday night. A lot of coaches fear these short weeks. And if you're these coaches, what is your messaging to your team?
Well, I mean, I'll always look for something, because I think particularly when it doesn't go great on the prior Sunday. Yeah, this is a tough one here because the division game of Florida State Thursday night with Miami going to Buffalo. You look at the numbers, you watch some of the games. I mean, Buffalo is incredible. I mean, just the way the most appreciated Josh Allen's playing at MVP level. Just like their defense is kind of one, you can see that at the end of the Ravens game, honestly, last week. So, in Miami's, they're turning the ball a little bit, so I definitely think this is a favorable game for Buffalo. That's what it was.
Yeah, Coach, the thing you're trying to defend Josh Allen this offense, what can you do? A quarterback like Josh that's so dynamic and beating so many different ways. What are you telling your defense?
Josh Allen all morning.
Well, it's beautiful, man.
They've been playing for Josh Allen all morning.
I don't even know that. Yeah, football player, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
They said that Josh Allen better than both of them.
And his ability to extend plays, when you got a quarterback, execute the A gaps, execute the D gaps, extend plays, and obviously turn them into huge games. I mean, that's a tough task for the defense, especially for the defenses, for timing, rushing discipline, all those things. Part of that's exactly football.
All of it.
This offseason, he got married, and obviously congratulate him for that, but he's also talked about his Buffalo Bills team, very fun to watch on the flip side. People are saying that Dolphins have gotten worse, right?
Or is it a little early to bring on something like that?
Well, in honor of Greg Garber, we do it on top of that, so. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace. But no, actually, that's what man had to do some weird complications and much thinking about it, it's probably. No, I think, you have to have fun, you gotta keep carrying up, that is so important, all the dynamics and the challenges of every single year, so, yeah, I think most important with these guys, clear-minded, my answer, like I said, this is a busy game, it's a busy game, will always play, we talked about this over the last weeks, after the division games, the real challenge, so, we're going to have to really, next year with football, and there's no, Buffalo just looks so good right now, so, the Lions will have to shorten the game, put it out of possession, recently, on the wrong side of the possession. But the busy game, you're usually tight, like I said, that's a lot of fun.
Why is the division game normally tight? Because some rosters change every year, like, why is it always, and I think they're part of the culture, all respect. And it's always like, well, you know what's happening first, they're doing, you play for someone, what if it's more season, easy, but it's for comfort, not that there's, there is communication. Well, why is it just, is it the time of the game, the skills bigger, so people are excited, but like, is it the knowledge of the other team that just naturally calls you playing each other so much?
I mean, personally, it's my favorite game of the year, and they're the best games of the regular season. I know as a coach, they always put time, into the busy games, and those June weeks, 3-4 vacation. It's very special way, listen to the fans, the tradition, the rivalries, all that things, and so, there's nothing like the busy games. I know there's so much later, the night games and so forth. The busy games, just competitive spirit is always high. You know each other very well. You stay with the change of bosses. There's definitely familiarity to your visit.
What's behind you there, coach? What do we got?
Oh, for Wednesday. Wednesday, Bridge. My favorite all the time, special Wednesday.
Say your favorite bridge?
Okay, that's a good question. I'd have to say Homestead Island. Closest one to the house.
Yeah, of course, you're down there, obviously. Pittsburgh, actually, most bridges have been in Pittsburgh. In the world, in the world. Bridges everywhere. I mean, it's architectural, engineering, art, and you walk around town. That one right there that leads to a lot of good town. Yeah, that was named after a phenomenal human in the history of sports. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, but we were talking about Daniel Jones earlier this week and how great he was against the blitz, against the Broncos. We talked about it with Bruce Arians a little bit, and they do Shipley, and they were saying that some of these teams, they don't have slight adjustments anymore. They don't have blocks. Like, I was asking you, like, overall, is that what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback against the blitz, knowing your sights, knowing your mindset? And is that why young quarterbacks sometimes tend to struggle coming into the NFL?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great point. He's back to the offensive system. We always talk about proactive adjustments. And some teams don't believe in having slight adjustment, lock system, go in, for the score, make the protection adjustment. So it kind of varies scheme to scheme. But definitely that's something that, we go back to training again, because, the line of work, a lot of team work, the speed of the pressure is so important to develop, put them to the other side of the ball. And I know this was on papers, back in 09 when we came to the Packers, we were talking about preseason, how much pressure we're running in the preseason was, showing your pressure, just playing coverage, and standard defense, and the point that he always made, which I still see is true, right, in the last season when they were so small. As a defense player, is going to learn to play the speed and attack on pressure defense. So having pressure defense for a young quarterback in the training component is critical. And I think that's probably one of the crucial points is a teacher. Is a teacher really well.
Can you tell me a little bit about confidence and what that can do for a quarterback, especially when you come out like getting down to do well? Obviously, a lot of shit has been said about you. And then the first 2 weeks, you're playing, you're perfect football. Your choices, your options are all right. Your throws, all out of line. Your decision making on when to run, seemingly right. You're taking good shots, you're about to break back up. It's like, that's a great way to start a new relationship in life, but definitely with a new team. Right? Confidence has to be a weapon for Danny Dimes and Jim Slayton at this point.
Absolutely. They get the big win over there. Is all this confidence is really what it's all about. That's what moves the needle. That's what moves the needle for the player. That's what moves the needle for the offense, the defense, and also what moves the needle for the team. And then the fans, everything, increase. I'm really happy to see this success. He's had some confidence. I always thought he was a nice prospect who would get a lot of man out of the money. And it's great to see him have the success of that.
Was it against you we saw him just running, striking out? I mean, it feels like it was on that nine-time games or scrolling.
I think the winner he had what 3 touchdowns with the first. He could run. He could definitely run. I just think he needed a little more time to follow through the days because he definitely has a goal.
Our source says close to Danny Dimes tell us that he's only 28 years old. The body feels like it's only getting faster, so enough with the wild surprise. You just don't know stuff. This week you're going to Denver, defensive end or outside linebacker, I don't know who it was. But then he switches gear, gets around this guy. Like it looked like Tyreek Hill, kind of like getting out in front of us on us. Right in front of us. And I didn't know Danny Dimes still had that. And then I was told promptly, 20 years ago, what time. He's still young.
And he got the last hit before we see him get crushed.
Yeah, he's really getting his contacts here. And so quick, you know what I mean? Just like those glory holes. We're always looking for those glory holes right down there in Dallas, I wonder. The glory hole is what we're all seeing, right? Is that right? I heard Jerry Jones say that, coach.
Are we jumping to the order? This is not bad.
I'll tell you what, if you want to buy an $800,000 ring, you potentially make $100 million. I certainly thought about it. I don't know the modern ages for the winner, but I don't know if we're trying to find it still. We should. It sounds like it's right. But if I could get one of those wigs to get there and off like an example would, and then start to bleed, and then start to hiss, and start to pound it up, and I do it, I'm simply fasting. There's a door hole right over there, and you get $800,000 ring, just cut it with it. You never know what's on the other side. You never know what you do. You might run into something you don't want to run into there. Like you guys on there once in a while, you find that little more it bags what's happening for everybody. Right? That's what we're doing with that Cowboys and turning.
Jerry, his agent said, really, I'm getting assigned over there because I want to know Jerry's definition of glory hole and if it's the same as mine. That came from the name agent, so can you just clarify that for him?
Well, he knows it's a whole field right. People have when you're up there, this is number 12. And it's really, basically like a big well.
You too? I'm about to clean off all my tools real quick.
Yes, definitely, very valuable.
So you have had utilized words glory and hope as motivation to a locker room in the NFL?
Well, a lot of things that are said along the stadium.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, hopefully, so maybe, I've got it, but, yeah, so definitely. I think everybody exposed to this.
I mean, I've never heard it before this one, so yeah, I never heard it, but, you know, things don't always
All right, y'all, I'm about to end the live.
As soon as your mallet hit that wall,